Hello guys, I'm the Broken Gamer, and welcome back to Seduce Media Tome. Now, today, I'm finishing up James's route, and then next will be Matthew's route, so, yeah, in the last one, Diana came and was, like, well, she took over the school and basically made school go out for, like, a week, and then I returned home and I learned about the boys, and then she came back and tried to bring James back, but then he told her no, that he didn't love her, that he loved me, and so, yeah, that's where we're at. He just finished confessing, so let's continue on, shall we? James gently smiled and caressed my cheek. The warmth of his hand invited me to nuzzle into it. I closed my eyes. This wasn't a dream. My heart was pounding to the point where I was sure James could hear it. James gently leaned in, closing his eyes. He stopped, however, remaining just a mere torturous inch away from my lips. Whoops. Sorry, gotta go back. Come on. Okay. He wanted me to show my feelings for him. He left himself open for me to kiss him or to leave him empty. I would never want to leave him empty. The power I had was unbelievable. Oh, let's go for it. Let's kiss him. I loved him and wanted to give him exactly what he wanted. I gently leaned in, letting my lips touch his gingerly. James let out an almost pleasurable purr against my lips before wrapping both his arms around my waist, pulling me close to him. I moved my arms up and around his neck, feeling the kiss between us deepen into heated height. Oh, I have a feeling we're gonna get into some sexy down. Anyways, let's continue. My chest was pounding, making me feel and see fireworks in my mind. James was everything I desired. He was the man I wanted, demon or not. It was so supernatural to fall in love with someone so quickly. Maybe it was the sense of magic I was thrown into. Maybe it was Cupid playing with my heart. Either way, I found myself melting at the thought of him being with me. I found myself combing through James's hair, the man holding me softly trembled at my touch. He gently nibbled my lower lip, asking me to deepen the kiss between us even further. I easily teased him before finally opening my mouth slightly for him. His tongue gently danced with mine as one of his hands slid up my back and cradled my head. He gently leaned my body back, making me cling to him as the heat of our kiss rose higher and higher. Gently, though, James slowed the kiss down and pulled away, staring down at me. His eyes burned for me, wanting me to melt and buckle in his arms, and I could feel myself melt already. James opened his mouth to speak, but as a very small blush ran along his cheeks, he was reduced to shy silence. It's hard to imagine James being shy. I stared as he tried to find the good words to say in my eyes. I knew exactly what I wanted. He didn't need energy though, right? Are you...
No,
I stared wide-eyed, feeling a blush on my cheeks. I didn't say anything, but I knew... He didn't say anything, but I knew what words would have followed if he continued. He wanted me. I was stunned. Was I that appealing to him? Was his passion really that deep for me? James gently lifted his head and kissed my forehead, losing the blush and finally able to speak.
If you don't want to, we don't have to.
I could feel my mind go numb and purr at the idea. A moment with an incubus. He was a demon of sex, the purest form of lust and desire. My world would rock and I would enjoy every second of it. At the same time, I was indeed inexperienced. Diana wasn't wrong when she claimed me to be innocent. Did I want to give that innocence to him, especially this early? I found myself forgetting the words yes and no. What could I say to him? I knew what I wanted, but how to say it without breaking the moment. Okay. So we can either say hold me or seduce me. Now, I do believe if I say seduce me, we're going to go into a sexy scene, and I kind of don't want to do those at least not in this. I'm not. uh, I'm not gonna do the seduce me option in. Well, I might not do in. Well, would I get the band ending if I said hold me instead? I don't think so, but I'm just not gonna put that out there on YouTube. I mean, I could put up a time to where it's over, but for the other routes in the second game, maybe, but for this one, I'm just gonna say hold me. I wasn't ready, but I still wanted to give him the love he wanted. Holding me close was all I needed, all I wanted. A part of me grew fearful of what James would think. Would he hate me? Would he regret giving me his love? So many stories ended when sex wasn't given, and I didn't want the story to end. James, however, smiled and caressed my cheek happily in response, nodding in understanding. I could tell that he was okay with my decision, which made my heart flutter. Okay. James gently leaned in and kissed my lips once again, wanting both of us to cool down from our passionate height. I kissed back sweetly, feeling the heat in my chest died out peacefully. James pulled away, slowly looking into my eyes to reveal a deep love that haunted his gold irises.
Come, you need to rest still.
Okay. James then wrapped an arm around my shoulders and lowered his other arm beneath my knees. I easily held on to him as he lifted me up like a blushing bride and carried me out of the room towards my room. James was kind enough to know my limits, and I trusted him to respect my choice. He wouldn't enthrall me or go against my wishes, nor would he force himself on me. He was perfect. James gently lowered me to the bed before petting my head with a loving smile. I was beaming with happiness. I didn't want it to end. As James kissed my forehead and turned to leave, I quickly grabbed his arm. Wait! James rose and looked back at me, awaiting my next command. He was going to obey no matter what I said, but he was anticipating what I was going to ask. I could see it in his eyes. However, I just wanted to be with him a little longer. I didn't want to rest alone. Hold me. I repeated the words, holding another meaning to those two words. He was okay with what I wanted. It was so close to what he asked for, but it wasn't going beyond what I desired. James took in my words and smiled, before turning back to me and sliding into the bed with me. I was surprised, but I happily melted into James' arms as they wrapped themselves around my body. I rested my head against James's chest, enjoying the warmth it had provided as I closed my eyes. I truly loved him. He truly loved me as I loved him. My rest with him was as peaceful as could be, the best sleep I had in days. When I opened my eyes, I felt James still holding me, but he had fallen asleep. His sleeping face made me giggle softly, but the reality of the situation made my heart flutter. I couldn't believe it. I was lying next to a man I had grown to love with all my heart. His warm embrace made me feel safe, and as the tender moment we just shared replayed in my head, I couldn't help but smile and snuggle into his chest further. Unconscious, he held me tighter to his body, giving me more of his warmth. I didn't want to move, but my core suddenly tightened and made me sit up without waking the man next to me. I felt my legs suddenly move and bring me out into the balcony window, where I opened the glass and stepped out onto the patio. Ooh, I have a balcony? Ah, Diana! And this music, why? Why is it always with Diana? I stared wide-eyed at Diana, who sat cross-legged on the railing of my balcony, her glowing red eyes stare upon me. My mouth opened to object, but Diana stopped me.
Before you get all huffy, I didn't come here to take your precious man away.
Then why are you here?
I will admit, though, I'm shocked that you didn't give your innocence to him. We demons are the best lovers, you know.
I glared. What do you want, Diana?
Well, I just wanted to see how you truly feel. You know, without him around to influence you.
He wasn't influencing me. What are you talking about?
I'm giving you an opportunity to come clean about these feelings of yours and to give you your salvation.
What? What was Diana up to? This was beyond crazy. Nothing she had done made sense. Why was I still alive at this rate? What's keeping you from killing me and just killing me and taking them?
You are not worth my time.
Oh, that's like a deep insult. Not worth your time? What, are you afraid something might happen? All I want to felt my body being lifted into the air and moved past the railings, leaving me with nothing but the ground below me to threaten me with a collision death.
Oh, trust me, dear. I'm not afraid to kill you. I can drop you right now and leave your body to rot until the morning, when the boys would find you.
I wanted to speak, but the thought of her letting me go and letting me fall to my death scared my voice into silence. Diana then chuckled and wheeled my body back onto the balcony, setting me down gently.
Alas, if I kill you, then the boys would never come with me willingly back to the demon world, and then I'd have to chase them all around the world, or kill them and drag them back. But then their father wouldn't be happy, and blah blah blah. Too much work.
Diana seemed very business-oriented, as if the boys were cargo more than men. It irked me, but she then smiled.
I'm giving you one chance to denounce your love for the demon in your bed, and let me take him and the other boys back to the demon world.
And why, may I ask, would I do that?
There are so many reasons why, actually. There's the reason that he's a demon and you're a human, so you two can never truly have a happily ever after. Then there's the reason that demons truly do not know how to love, despite what he may proclaim. The list goes on and on.
Well, I believe him when he says he loves me, so screw you, Diana.
The point is, if you give me the boys, I will promise you eternal happiness.
Eternal happiness?
That's right. I have the power to give you anything you desire. Power, men, women, money, fame. Name it, and it's yours. A demon never goes back on their word, and I have the power to obtain anything you wish. Our deal is our contract.
I could only stare in shock. This was a dream. It had to be. However, Diana smiled, an almost genuine smile at me, shaking me into reality of the situation. Should never smile like that.
Don't you wish to be free of your destiny? Your father constantly berating you to become the next CEO of your grandfather's company.
How did you... I was almost floored in surprise. How did Diana know all this? She was a succubus, yes, but how could she know anything beyond sexual desire? She wasn't Damien. Diana chuckled and leaned back against her arms.
Just because I play with hearts and sex doesn't mean I don't know my way around the human mind. You happen to be an open book of information. But I digress. I can give you your freedom with ease. It'll be like you were always meant to have it. All I ask is that you hand over the boys. What do you say?
Was I seriously being given this choice? The man I loved for anything I wanted? A demon like Diana was powerful enough, yes, but did I even want to consider giving up the man I loved? Hell no! No, absolutely not. In this situation, no. James would be more to me than... James is everything I wanted. So, no, absolutely not. She must have been crazier than I thought. I glared. Absolutely not. Diana sighed and stood up onto the railing. What I wasn't expecting was her lifting me into the air. I tried to scream, but my voice suddenly became locked in silence. What was Diana doing? Diana made me float over to her, and she smirked as we touched noses.
Well, if I can't return home with the boys, I might as well return home with the power to fight back.
What? Diana finally leaned in and kissed me. I shut my eyes, feeling the need to bite her lips, but finding no muscles in my face, listening to my mental command. What did she do to me? I didn't want to enjoy it, but every single nerve in my body was flaring in excitement and pleasure as she kissed me. I felt my energy drain slowly but forcefully from my body. Was she using her magic to force energy out of my body? It seemed like forever, but finally Diana pulled away from the kiss with a smile and the lick of her lips. She lowered me onto the patio and chuckled. For some reason, even though nothing seems to have changed, she looked stronger, powerful, almost like a new Diana. Diana then stepped back off the railing, making me catch my breath in my throat. She took another step away from me. She looked simply like she was walking in the night air. Diana smirked at my sudden surprise.
May you never regret your choice, human. If you do, I'll happily come and take it away.
I will never regret it. With a flick of her hair, Diana turned and walked away, into the night, fading into the darkness like a shadow. I watched her fade away before looking back to the man in my bed. Did I make the right choice? My heart gave a gentle thump, giving me my answer. I did, and I will never regret it as long as I live. I walked back inside and gently crawled into bed with the embrace of the safest arms I knew. I snuggled close to the warmth before closing my eyes. I was happy. The rest of the story can be almost passed over. With Diana gone, my life returned to normal, with school and my friends not remembering what had happened. It was as if magic never appeared in my world. One thing was for certain, however, James loved me and I loved him as much. We promised our lives to each other and nothing was going to take away from us, not even time itself. Our love was so powerful it practically overwhelmed me with joy every time I found him holding me close every morning. To think a demon ex-prince in love with a human like me, it was unthinkable, unbelievable, and it was practically impossible. Oops, I added "and" there, sorry. But it was true. The other boys decided to leave on their own accord. They knew that my future would only need James at my side, so they decided to start their own lives in the human world. James was heartbroken at first, but understood that he had to let his brothers grow like he did. Besides, James had someone new to care for. His brothers didn't need him now, and he was taking care of me. I felt bad as well for being closer to James than the others, but they reassured me that it was okay, that they would remain nearby should I ever need them. I was happy for that. They made me promise, however, that I would love James for as long as we lived. That promise was instantly given. But what of my future? Well, it was kind of made for me. Before I graduated, James decided to step up into the light of Anderson Toy Company, and with the help of his demon powers and leadership charisma, he managed to influence not only the entire board, but my father as well into letting him run for CEO. Ooh. I was beyond shocked. How did James manage to do all this was beyond me, but when the vote was called, James had taken over the company and that I was destined to have. He vowed to respect the wishes of the late CEO and help the company become even grander, an even grander company. For a demon, it was simple to make a company grand. My grandfather would have been proud to see how James helped it shine. With the CEO position filled, my father had no choice but to let me decide my own future, which made me happy beyond compare. Yeah, see, I didn't need your help with that, Diana. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my own life now. Choose the life of my own. Ugh. I can't read. That being said, I was still scared of where the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help James build the company? Did I want to help venture off on my own? Oop. James reassured me that he would support me and help me through whatever I decided to do, promising that I came first before the company he had come to reign over. I was grateful, and I never forget that promise. I was happy, and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. One night, a couple of years after the boys and I had met, I had a moment to myself, so I sat in my room and took all of that had happened as if it was a dream. The demons, the devils, the magic. It was all surreal to believe. It almost wanted me to think that it could have been a dream. But the warm feeling in my heart reminded me that it was real. All the demons, the magic, the love I had, all real. I smiled as I held my hands to my chest, relishing in the feeling dancing within my soul. Sorry, it wasn't going forward for some reason. I had to move my mouse, so I must have clicked out of it for somehow. Even though I'm not using the mouse, I'm using the enter button.
Are you okay?
Oh, I don't think I read that. Whoops. I looked up from my left to see James standing in the doorway, cross-armed with a playful raised eyebrow. I smiled and blushed a bit. Yeah, I'm okay. I was just remembering how we met and such.
Were you now?
Yeah, and I wouldn't change anything. James smiled and walked over to me, taking my hands and kissing over my knuckles sweetly. Aww.
Come, I have a surprise for you.
Ooh, a surprise for me? Aw. James... I can't read. I raised an eyebrow. A surprise? What the heck was he planning? James simply chuckled and kissed my forehead.
I promise you'll love it.
I'm holding you to that. Deciding to go along with it, I nodded and stood up. James gently took my arm under his and led me out of my bedroom. I stared in shock as a path of golden rose petals lining the floor, creating a pathway from my door. James led me down the golden rose path as if it's part of his plan. Oh, James, what's going on? James didn't answer. He continued to lead me down the stairs of the lobby where the path wound into the dining room. I stared at Jack as I saw the table set with candles, a large bouquet of golden roses decorating the middle. James, I feel sort of underdressed, you know.
There's nothing wrong with how you look now. You're beautiful no matter what clothes you are in.
Aww. I couldn't help but let a red blush paint my face. making James chuckle once again. He led me to my seat where I was greeted with a plate of shrimp pesto on the table. James?
Remember what that is?
Of course. That, sir, is a shrimp pesto dish. James smiled and smiled. I smiled back at him, feeling nostalgia run over my heart. Giddy happiness bubbled up as I looked at the man I had loved. You made it when we first met, when you and your brothers were apologizing for getting blood in the lobby.
Well, it was more than that we had to apologize for, but that was the gist of it, yes.
How could I forget? What's this all about? James gently bent before he kissed my forehead sweetly, making me giggle slightly.
You are such a wonderful woman. I can't believe that I can love someone this much. You have changed my whole world, and now you have become my everything.
Oh,
I practically get scared waking up every morning in case this is all just a blissful dream.
oh, my heart. It's so warm and joyful right now. I don't know how much more of this I can take. James. Before I could speak further, James gently placed his fingers on my lips, hushing me before caressing my cheek. I nuzzled into this and almost purring at the feel of the warmth against my cheek.
I love you, and I will never stop loving you.
Aww.
No matter what comes our way, I promise to be there for you as long as time keeps moving. I want to be yours forever.
Oh, my heart. Before I could realize what's going on, oh my gosh! James suddenly got down to one knee beside me and took out a small black box. Oh my gosh, it's for music! Oh my gosh. He lifted the top to reveal a beautiful ring with a purple gem crown with gold and purple embellishments. Oh! I stared, my mind instantly freezing in surprise at the sight. I felt my eyes water with intense feelings bursting in my chest. I feel the same way.
Will you, Miss Anderson, marry me?
Yes. I was speechless. I felt myself break and start to weep in joy. Oh, how I feel the same way. Was this happening? This had to be a dream. I mentally begged every single deity in the sky to never wake me up if that was the case. I fought my tears trying to speak to answer his question. I didn't want to leave him in the dark, and I didn't want him to be on the ground for too long. Yes, I will! It's a good thing I'm home alone. They might think I'm crazy. I stood up crying and jumping in joy as James smiled the biggest smile I had ever seen on his face as he slipped the ring onto my ring finger. As I finally ended up in its upward journey at the crevice of my finger, James stood up and took me into his arms, kissing me, sealing my words. I had gained the heart of a demon, no, of a man I loved. I vowed to cherish him and love him for the remainder of my days and beyond. Could a demon love a human forever? I knew James would. And that was my happily ever after. James's proposal. New password unlocked, Demon 1. Oh. Okay, so that was the Seduce Me. They told me that was James's route. Now I'm gonna do Matthew's route in the next one. Yeah, they're gonna be shorter because a lot of that I think will be the same, so I'll just skip all that if it is the same. So yeah, I know it's just a game, but still, that made me feel so warm and fuzzy. I still feel it. So yeah, I'm gonna end this playthrough with James's right here. thank you all very much for watching, if you stuck with it. I know a lot of the stuff I was reading was pretty boring, but I think I'm gonna move on to number 2 and do James around that one, and then do those after, and then do Matthew's round and Seduce Me one. So Matthew's round's gonna take a little longer to get to. Anyways, I hope you all are having a wonderful day. And don't forget to stay your beautiful, unique, wonderful selves. I'll see you all whenever I make next. Bye!